Welcome to Module 4 of Supporting Emergent Bilinguals. In this last lesson, you will use information you have learned about the Texas English Language Proficiency Assessment System and implement best instructional practices to support student learning and language needs. In Module 4, you will use information you have learned about the TELPAS and implement best instructional practices to support student learning and language needs. After completing this lesson, you will be able to outline and distinguish the differences between the K through 1 and 2 through 12 TELPAS components, organize key dates for TELPAS testing in your calendar, improve upon the activities from the previous lesson based on your better knowledge and understanding of the TELPAS assessment, and lastly, create a model of the activity for your students. TELPAS is an assessment program for students in Texas public schools who are learning the English language. The letters in TELPAS stand for the Texas English Language Proficiency Assessment System. The Texas Education Agency develops TELPAS to meet state and federal requirements. Texas annually assesses the English language proficiency of students who have been identified as emergent bilinguals in 4 language domains: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. TELPAS evaluates the progress that each emergent bilingual makes in becoming proficient in the use of academic English. In 2020, the state of Texas reconfigured the TELPAS assessment to where all 4 language domains are measured equally, and 3 out of the 4 language domains are tested online and scored using artificial intelligence. TELPAS uses an online multiple choice test to assess grades 2 through 12 in listening, speaking, and reading. TELPAS uses a holistic rating process in classroom performance to assess 2 through 12 writing and K through 1 listening, speaking, reading, and writing. The purpose behind the TELPAS is not only to have a measuring stick for language acquisition, but also as a tool to support our emergent bilinguals throughout their educational journey. Educators are able to differentiate their instruction to meet the learning and language needs of each of their emergent bilingual students. TELPAS assesses the abilities outlined in the ALPS student expectations and reports performance in alignment with the ALPS proficiency level descriptors, or PLDs. As your emergent bilingual students' language proficiency increases, so does their ability to demonstrate their language acquisition of academic content through the various proficiency level descriptors for each language domain. Teachers should use the PLDs throughout the school year as a formative assessment rubrics in order to stay attuned to the English language proficiency levels of your students, monitor progress, and linguistically accommodate content area instruction and integrate second language instruction according to the proficiency level needs of your emergent bilingual students. Each campus has a slightly different calendar, but TELPAS testing season begins in Texas at the start of February and ends in April, allowing time for districts to upload student scores and receive the composite scores for each emergent bilingual test. It is important to note that all students, regardless of whether or not their parents or guardians have approved or denied their participation in the bilingual or ESL program, must take the TELPAS assessment until they are reclassified, graduated, or have moved out of the Texas public school system. TELPAS composite scores are required to be included in the students' records and are also necessary for the end-of-year LPAC meeting. In this lesson, we learned about the Texas English Language Proficiency Assessment System, the TELPAS rating system, and the need to assess emergent bilinguals' language acquisition using language domain-specific proficiency level descriptors, as well as the time frame the TELPAS takes place in every year. Now it is time for you to work on your assignment in Module 4 on the Canvas Learning Management System. I believe you will find these tasks purposeful and easy to apply. We have come to the end of our journey, and I sincerely hope you have gained vital insight into how and why it is necessary to support the emergent bilinguals sitting in your classroom. If you have any questions, need a bit of guidance, or perhaps just have some ideas of what you'd like to do to support your English learners, please know I am an email, phone call, or classroom visit away. Thanks for watching.